Good afternoon on what is a very warm, bright and sunny day. It is Thursday the 26th of June. I'm in the reading up with a nice hot cup of tea. I've got a bag full of things that I brought back from Free RPG Day 2025, which took place on Saturday, June the 21st. Yes, the summer solstice. So let's take a look and see what else I've got in here. And let's take a look at this. This is Whispers of Chaos. It's from, let's have a look, Ghostfire Gaming. I think the setting is the Aetherial Expanse. It's for level 3 characters, 5 to 6 characters, and it's 5th edition compatible. Adventure awaits in store. It's got this on the back, so there's no real indication of what the adventure or what the content is about. And this is actually I think it's one of 3 items from this publisher released for Free RPG Day, which is very generous. So we got the let's check that I opened it quite correctly. I think I did. So I've got the credits page and the contents page. And then we've got an introduction here. So welcome to the Aetherial Expanse. So let's have a look. The Aetherial Expanse is a realm of high fantasy full of swashbuckling adventure on the astral plane. Portals from the elemental planes bring the winds that drive ships and rain that nourishes the foliage brought from the world to the material plane. The expanse is full of pulsing nebulas and glimmering light and living bit things made of star stuff. It beckons with the beautiful, the unsettling, and the promise of adventure. So, and at the centre of it, okay, it's got a maelstrom, an ether storm like no other. Its tremendous size and unknown fury turns the isles of the expanse like an immense orrery, some slower, some faster. And it's got a quick primer for the setting there. And what it feels like at first glance, essentially at unboxing, is an attempt to do something similar to Space Jammer, which of course has had its own expansion, its own official expansion from Wizards of the Coast for Dungeons 5th edition. But we've got quite a bit of background here, so you really get a good taster here, going through the factions and the fleets involved, the fact that there's a recent truce between the great powers, the nature of ether and Ethereum. So you've actually got Ethereum crystal as well as the sort of like the liquid, the sea, and it can be used as a power source. It describes the adventure Whispers of Chaos as a one-shot swashbuckling adventure for third level characters in which the characters must survive a sea voyage before the dangers of the Tumult facility. To play, you need basically the 3 basic rules or the core rules. So, and you can basically click on use the QR code to get free downloadable characters. And without pretty much laying everything bare, as it were, we're straight into the adventure. So we've got the adventure background there, and the final destination is at Tumult Isle. We've got a summary of the adventure, and some adventure hooks to get the player characters involved. So whether that's, says here, essentially not history repeat itself. You're going after a book of secrets. You're a friend of DOS, Professor DOS, so presumably that's Professor DOS there on the cover. And you're providing travelling muscle or performing a prison break or something. So we actually, yes, we've got a list of the important NPCs, starting off with Professor Declan DOS. There we go, there he is. I've got another couple of other NPCs detailed here, and we start the adventure. And essentially the player characters meet Professor DOS. I have to say I'm not entirely sure that DOS is the best of names for an NPC. You know, I mean, because obviously the whole adventure could be just about him dossing about. Yes, I had to go there. So then we've got mutiny on the Ethnos. This is the vessel he's travelling aboard. So, you know, there's going to be a challenge to everything. The apple cart, as it were, is going to be upset. A mutiny, but the characters prevail. So that adds a bit of excitement. And there's a crew meal challenge that has to be met every day. So we've got a list of the Ethnos crew, and it does actually address, you know, what happens, okay, as the plot is written, the mutiny fails, but what if it doesn't? So that's addressed there. And there are other things that the Dungeon Master can throw into the mix, like games of chance, hull repair, stormy conditions, so on. Missing moose, that's actually the name of the ship's cat, so you've got to have a cat hunt. So the journey essentially settles down, and we have a sail into the mouth of chaos, and there's the tumult facility that the player characters in the company of Professor Doss will be exploring and locating some magitech, which is explained there. Just general descriptions, and there's a constant threat of the crack widening, and this is causing the turbulence in the tumult. And finally, they get to Dr. Brambletoe's room and encounter that creature in the research room. And locate both the prison and the moor. Before, you know, as the crack widens yet again and again, before you come to the conclusion of the adventure itself. And that's it. You've got the stat box for the various NPCs and monsters. So that includes, that's an ether wolf and an astral Mero buccaneer. And other NPCs, with a ship mimics. You've got an actual, instead of mimicking a chest, you've actually got a mimic that mimics ships. Death Snaps and Bone Snaps. This is the card game played earlier. And here they've got the dangers of ether poisoning, where you're exposed to too much ether. And this is followed by, you've got a map of astral space and deck plans of the vessel the characters are sailing on. So that is Whispers of Chaos set in the Aetherial Expanse. That looks actually quite a lot of fun. Do like the look of that. I really do like the look of that. You know, space going, you know, adventure. Combined with the Age of Sail, lots of chaos, lots of adventures, pirates, buccaneers, all that sort of thing. High magic is a really great mix. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you did, then please do click on the like button down below. And if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll typically see me out here with a box containing a book or game, role-playing supplement or scenario, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice cup of tea, or in this case a scenario compatible with 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons released for free RPG Day. Then please do hit the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.